Hey guys, welcome back. After making my decision, here it is, AAW. And AAW is going to be our new 1987 local to global. And we're going to hear from Jesse, and he goes, welcome to the first ever all-action wrestling show. Tonight, Owen Hart and Scott Hall will fight, and the winner will be AAW champion. This company, this is the future. Jesse Ventura, David is Rockstar, it's got straight above average. No work improvements, and we open up with our first match, which gets better rating than I thought it would, which is Eddie Guerrero taking on Yokozuna in a decent match. Yokozuna defeated Eddie Guerrero in 10:25 by pinfall with a bonsai drop of 30-16 minus. Eddie Guerrero debuted his Latino Heat gimmick. It's got an initial rating above average. Yokozuna debuted his monster gimmick. It's got a rating very good. Eddie Guerrero 38, Yokozuna 27. No work or improvements. In a decent match, Kendo Nagasaki defeated Steven Regal in 11:25 by pinfall for the Kim Kaza Crush. Steven Regal debuted his lone again. It's got a rating above average. Kendo Nagasaki's mysterious gimmick. It's got an initial rating of average. Steven Regal 36. Kendo Nagasaki 34. The UK All-Star storyline advance for this segment. No work or improvements. Kendo Nagasaki attacks Steven Regal after the match, beating him down and leaving him out. In a decent method, didn't have much non-existent crowd heat. Chris Benoit defeated Bob Holly in 10:19 by pinfall diving headbutt of 42D. Bob Holly debuted his badass gimmick, got a rating of average. Chris Benoit has debuted his rabid Wolverine gimmick, got a rating of average. These two don't click. Bob Holly 26, Benoit 48. No work or improvements. We then go into our main event, which gets a 61C. In a battle that had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Scott Hall defeated Owen Hart in 15:20 by pinfall the Razor's Hedge. Scott Hall wins the AWA Championship. Owen Hart debuted his old school face gimmick, scored a rating of average. Scott Hall debuted his badass gimmick, scored a rating very good. Owen Hart 61, Scott Hall 54. No working improvements. The AAW Championship storyline advance segment. And we end tonight's show, our first ever show, with a 55C minus. The show will be going to Benoit, Owen Hart, and of course Scott Hall for being pointing out as a good example, and pointing out as a good example. Make speech. Benoit scene please, Owen Hart scene please, and Scott Hall scene please. So there you go guys, our first show out on the way, and we'll see you next month for number 2. Hey guys, welcome back to AAW All Action Wrestling. Hosted tonight in front of 100 people again at the Goodwill Fire Hall. This is no surrender. And tonight, Steven Regal comes out and he goes, last month, right here in the middle of the ring, I lost to the man of mystery, Kendo Nagasaki. You see, this man has never spoken. You see, this UK superstar is not only terrifying, but he's the biggest idiot in this company. You see, tonight, me and Owen Hart tag to take on Scott Hall and Kendo Nagasaki. Tonight, me and Owen will be walking out of here. And then before you can say what he's going to say, Kendo just, music's hit, he just walks down the ramp, he stands in the entranceway, and then he walks away to the back. And we see Regal, he looks a bit nervous and quickly just rolls under the bottom rope to the back. But you know, Nagasaki comes out just trying to freak him out before head of their match. And above that, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Eddie Guerrero defeated Chris Benoit in 13:06 by pinfall with a frog splash of 54C. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit have great chemistry that showed in their performance. Eddie Guerrero 37, Benoit 60, no work improvements. In a decent match, Yokozuna defeated Bob Holly in 10:15 by pinfall the bonsai drop. This was, I wanted to assume the show, but I thought it would be a bad way to open up the night. So Yokozuna 28, Holly 31, no worker improvements. Oh yes, this is my Undertaker, and tonight in his debut, he will take out Brian Pillman. This is a dead man and he has supernatural powers. This man will dare take down Pillman. Oh yes. We're not going to have a series in 1987 without The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. End of argument. Because I like doing Paul Bearer impersonations. Paul Bear's debuted his obnoxious gimmick, it's got a rating great. The Undertaker's debuted his dead man gimmick, it's got a rating of above average. And if you look to here, I forgot to show you this. 1 hour and 21 minutes, guys. Your TNA series is being exported now, ready for broadcast tonight for the first time ever. No work improvements, but a 53C minus. And the match gets a 53C minus as well. I'm not bothered about that. In a battle of good wrestling and decent reaction in the crowd, The Undertaker defeated Pillman in 13:30 by pinfall the chokeslam after Paul Bearer got involved. Paul Bearer did good work at ringside. Brian Pillman, David's young lion gimmick. Got over straight and great. The Undertaker 32. Brian Pillman 61. No work improvements, but The Undertaker is a heel. He's going to be a heel for the foreseeable future. He's wrestling as Texas Red somewhere else, but we're nicking the WWE's idea. I'm giving him a dead man gimmick. And then we go straight into the main event of the night, which gets a 55C minus. Not as good as the original main event, but that's probably because we've got Kendo Nagasaki and Steven Regal in it. But I'm not complaining. 55C minus is a good main event for our size. In a battle that had good wrestling and decent match in the card, Owen Hart and Steven Regal defeated Scott Hall and Kendo Nagasaki, where Owen Hart defeated Scott Hall by pinfall. Steven Regal was really off his game. Scott Hall and Kendo Nagasaki showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Steven Regal 34, Owen Hart 59, Kendo Nagasaki 42, Scott Hall 67. Both storylines advanced for the segment, and the AAW changed storylines advanced the segment, and the UK All Stars advanced the segment and gained a little bit of heat. No worker improvements tonight on any of the things. And then basically after the match, there's a massive brawl between these four competitors. And they use some of the fans' chairs before they finally go into the back, closing our second show. Both storylines advanced but lost heat. I don't think that's going to affect... Nope. A 53C increases our popularity in one region. You know, if you're getting ratings like that, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to give it to Owen Hart. I'm going to give it to Scott Hall. And then I'm going to give it to Brian Pillman. Complimented, and they're going to be complimented on a good performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next month for the next edition of AAW. Hey guys, welcome back. It's now time for Armageddon, and Benoit has left us. Well, he hasn't left, but he's not here tonight for some reason. In front of 114 people at the Bayon Arts Factory, Owen Hart comes out and he goes, So because Chris is not here tonight, Eddie's been put in our main event with us. Scott, Eddie, no Eddie, this is about us, and tonight I'll be walking away with the gold you stole from me. So the AAW Championship was advanced for this but lost heat, but Owen Hart sending a message going, so a lot of the matches have changed tonight, but in our opening match, in a decent match, Steven Regal defeated Kendo Nagasaki in 11:36 by pinfall. Regal got a 40, but Kendo a 32, no worker improvements, a 39D minus. Not a bad opener from the British. In a decent match, Brian Pillman defeated Yokozuna in 12:07 by pinfall the leaping thrusting lariat, a 51D plus. Yokozuna was visibly timed towards the end. Zuna 29, Pillman 59, no worker improvements. The Undertaker in a decent match, Bob Holly defeated The Undertaker in 8:24 and The Undertaker intentionally got out. Paul Bearer got counted out, so he intentionally got counted out. Bob Holly 34, The Undertaker 39, Paul Bearer did good work at ringside, no work comparison, 39D minus. In a battle for great wrestling and a decent match in the crowd, Scott Hall defeated Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart. When Scott Hall defeated Eddie Guerrero by pinfall the Razor Hedge, he makes defense number 1 of his AAW Championship. Eddie Guerrero's weak link was struggling to keep Owen Hart's performance. Eddie Guerrero's getting better his gimmick. Owen Hart sustained a back injury. Shit. Eddie Guerrero 42, Owen Hart 61, Scott Hall 60, Eddie Guerrero improving in Rumble. The AAW Championship events for the segment and gained heat. We close the show off now after that quick match with a 59C and get a 54C minus. Hopefully I've hit the Scott Hall, Brian Pillman, and of course that will also be Owen Hart. I'll find out where he was tonight and hopefully next month he'll be here. But I forgot to check before going into tonight's show where he was. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you again live very soon. Thank you for watching. Guys, welcome back. All Action Wrestling is live tonight in front of a sold-out crowd at the Elm Cove Activity Centre. And this is Over the Edge. And we have Jim Ross going, welcome to AAW Live on SPN. Tonight's main event, Sergeant Slaughter will take on Scott Hall. And Jesse goes, Jim, the past shows have been awesome, but tonight we are live, and everybody in the USA can see this awesome company. A 54C minus for our open angle, and we go into our opening match tonight, which is a high flyers match. It gets a 60C. Our opening contest gets a 60C here tonight. In a battle had good wrestling but didn't have much heat. Benoit defeated Brian Pillman in 10:48 by pinfall the Dragon Suplex. The announced quality and the colour commentary of the match of boost. Pillman 59, Benoit 62. No work and bruise, but a 60C plus. A 60C, sorry. Good match. Not bad. In a battle had decent match but didn't have much heat. Kendo Nagasaki defeated Steven Regal in 15:21 by pinfall the power of Hypnus. The announced quality and the colour commentary attribute. Boost Kendo Nagasaki 39, Regal 47. And Steven Regal improving in performance, which is not bad. A 48D plus. Not bad for our second match tonight. A 43D and above had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The Undertaker defeated Bob Holly in 14:34 by pinfall the Tombstone. Excuse me. After Paul Bear interfered. A 43D. Paul Bear did some good work at ringside. Announced quality and the colour commentary the match of boost. Bob Holly 37, The Undertaker 42. No worker improvements. In about that good wrestling and a decent match on the crowd. Sting defeated Vader in 15:07 by pinfall, a 54C minus. Sting debuted his old school face against Scotch on a great. Vader debuted his monster. Scottish way below average. The announced quality and the colour conjugate attributes. Sting 53, Vader 60. Vader improving in performance, a 54C minus. In a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Yokozuna in 11:15 by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. Shawn Michaels debuted his show stealer against Scottish running very good. Announced quality and the colour conjugate attributes. Michaels 50, Zuna 26. So work of improvements. Why am I yawning so much? A 63C. In above had good wrestling and decent match crowd. Arn Anderson defeated Eddie Guerrero in 14:55 by pinfall after using a foreign object. A 63C. Arn Anderson's debut is in Force again. It's going to show great. The announced quality and the colour conjugate match of boost. Eddie Guerrero 44. Arn Anderson 66. No worker improvements. In above had fantastic and good wrestling. Lex Luger defeated Iron Sheik in 14:46 by pinfall. The Iron Sheik debuted his Middle Eastern frantic gimmicks on Australian average. The Iron Sheik's getting better. He's getting Lex Luger old school face on Australian average. Now it's quality and the colour conjugate match of boost. The Iron Sheik 65. Lex Luger 52. No worker improvements on 65C. Not bad. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Truly Blanchard in 15:06 by submission with a sharpshooter after blatantly cheating. An 82B, Bret Hart's debuted his old school heel against Scottish Reign of average. Truly Blanchard debuted his badass against Scottish Reign of below average. Bret Hart 84, Blanchard 70, and Truly Blanchard improving in technical. An 82B, holy shit. I don't think this is going to get an 82B. But it's going to get a 65C. In a superb match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Scott Hall in 1949 by pinfall. Sergeant Slaughter is now your AAW champion. Sergeant Slaughter debuted his armed forces against Scottish really great. The colour conjugate the match of boost. Slaughter 65, Scott Hall 54. And no worker improvements, so 65C. And after the match was 71C plus. Bret Hart comes down, beating down Sergeant Slaughter to the mat. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it from AAW All Action Wrestling. Except for this match, which is not meant to be here. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. In a decent match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Jeff Jarrett in 10:56 by pinfall the Big Splash. 44D. So this is going to lower our rating because this is the main event. Crap. Jeff Jarrett 40, Ultimate Warrior 42, no work improvements. That was meant to go... I knew something was wrong and I forgot. Just going to go with it. A 53C minus. Not bad at all. So we'll give it to Bret Hart, Truly Blanchard, and we're going to give it to Sergeant Slaughter. Pointed out as good example. Pointed out as good as. And next month, my friends, we'll see you here next month for our next live event. This is All Action Wrestling. I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to the first ever edition of Full Throttle. Now, I'm a bit confused because there was 2 faces left over after the show was done, so I've kind of set that up so that doesn't happen. So we brought in a couple of people, but if the Iron Sheik's drunk tonight, he'll be fired. So we will need to bring in 3 heels, and I've already got some people I'm bringing in, so it don't matter. But in a decent pre-show match, Steven Regal defeated The Undertaker in 11:40 when The Undertaker intentionally got counted out. Paul Bear did good work at ringside, and as quality in the colour conjugate match a boost. Regal 49, The Undertaker 43, and no work improvements of 51D+. In a pre-show bout, we had decent match in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Bob Holly defeated Tony Puccio in a 11:32 by pinfall flying leg drop. Bob Holly was really off his game. The announced quality in the colour commentary match boost. Tony Puccio 30, Bob Holly 34. Bob Holly improving in performance. Tony Puccio in rumble and performance skills. So I might be bringing him in actually because he did quite well there. In a pre-show battle that had decent wrestling with double cheat. Of course, Taz is back. But getting pinned by Eddie Guerrero, defeated Taz with pinfall with a frog splash. Announced quality in the colour commentary match boost. Taz 30, Eddie Guerrero 56. Eddie Guerrero improving in rumble. We open up tonight with 78B, and it's Brett, and he stands in the ring and he's really annoyed. He goes, I should be champion right now. I should be standing here with gold around my wrist. You see, AWA have got this deal with SPN to show to this TV show and their events. You see, the USA stinks. I only come here for the AAW shows. You see, this is a new style of railing, fast-paced, hard-hitting, and not child-friendly. You see, last week I was busted open by this sergeant, and you cheer him, you mindless morons. Don't you dare call these fans morons. I don't know why I put idiots. You see, this is something new. Not often do we sort things out in front of the fans. You see, we used to do this in the back with an interviewer. You see, yes, we ain't got big crowds, but we are getting credited, and it's time you stood up. I'm not going to give you a shot at this championship until you prove yourself here tonight against Trinity Blanchard in our main event. Also, next week I'll be giving Scott Hall his rematch. So yeah, next week on AAW Full Throttle, it's going to be Scott Hall getting his rematch. His long-awaited rematch against Sergeant Slaughter for that championship. It's going to be the main event of next week's TV show. So I don't think next week's TV show is going to be as good as this week's, I don't think, but yeah. There's always going to be 4 pre-booked matches, but in a battle of decent wrestling and a decent match in the crowd, Scott Hall defeated the Ultimate Warrior in 6:20 by pinfall the Razor's Hedge of 53C. The announced quality in the colour conjugate the match a boost. The Ultimate Warrior 48, Scott Hall was 60, and no work improvements of 53C-. In a decent match, Sting goes on to defeat Jeff Jarrett in 6:28 by pinfall. He makes defense number 1 of his AWA United States Championship. Excuse me if I'm drinking more than normal, I've just woken up. 348, not 350, but we're getting close at the Teresa's Fire Hall. Jeff Jarrett's getting better, his gimmick announced quality in the colour conjugated match of boost. Jarrett 43, Sting 55, Jarrett improving in Rumble 55C-. Oh yes, my Undertaker will be here next week. He'll be in action, and you'll see the power of my Undertaker. This undead man will fight back next week. Oh, yes. Now I'm just going to do something quickly while I'm on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. There's definitely something going wrong with the company, but I'll work that out next week. But yeah, The Undertaker will be in action, and next week it's being confirmed, and he'll be taking on mid-card face in Owen Hart live next week. In a bad, fantastic heat and great wrestling, the Iron Sheik defeated Lex Luger in 8:24 by pinfall. The announced quality in the colour conjugated match boost. The Iron Sheik 61, Luger 57, no work improvements. Right, the Iron Sheik is gone. That was his final appearance for the company. In a decent match, Arn Anderson, Kendo Nagasaki and Yokozuna defeated Chris Benoit, Owen Hart and Sergeant Slaughter in 6:48 when Yokozuna defeated Chris Benoit by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. We also had Bret Hart come in and attack. I don't know why he's attacking Double A. He's meant to be attacking Sergeant Slaughter, but 59C. Chris Benoit's getting better with his gimmick. Arn Anderson's getting better with his gimmick. Kendo Nagasaki seemed off his game. The announced quality and the colour commentary looked gave the match boost. That's why I wanted Sergeant Slaughter to look good. He got a 71, Owen Hart 56, Chris Benoit 54, Yokozuna with 33, Ken Nakasaki 34, and Arn 63. No work improvements, but a 59C. Not too bad. In an extremely short match, Vader defeated Brian Pillman in 40-40 by pinfall the powerbomb. Unanimous quality in the colour comes to match a boost. Vader 59, Brian Pillman 1 point above him with a 60. No work improvements, a 64C. A 67C plus for our main event against an 81B. In an exceptional match, Truly Blanchard defeated Bret Hart in 15-16 by pinfall with a slingshot suplex after the distraction from Slaughter. Bret Hart 85, Truly Blanchard 76. The AAW Championship has advanced the segment and gained heat. No work improvements. On guys, you want to kill the 4 horsemen and join these loser fans and make them happy. You only won your match because of Sergeant Slaughter. Truly, you're nothing. I'm coming for you, but now just watch this space. And before we end tonight's excellent show off, I'm gonna be announcing a tag team match ahead of next week. After what we saw earlier in the night, it will be Bob Holly tagging with Eddie Guerrero. There we go. Next week on television, taking on the heels of Chris Benoit. Nope, definitely not the Undertaker. Jeff Jarrett. Nope. And Yokozuna. And then finally, we're going to do a Fatal 4-Way. Next week on television will be a Fatal 4-Way match, and it will feature Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, Truly Blanchard, and of course the Iron Streak won't be here next week. Kendo Nakasaki. So yeah, that's your television show next week, my friends. Do not miss it. I'll be the next thing. Let's end tonight's show, and we get a 73B minus. Taz was used a bit too much, but that's fine. It increased our popularity in 11 regions. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again next week for Full Throttle. Not live, but still awesome. Thank you for watching, guys. Hello, and welcome back to tonight's Full Throttle TV taping. It's live in front of 350 people, which is a sold out crowd at the Farisa Fire Hall. In a decent pre-show match, Brian Pillman defeated Jeff Jarrett in 15-20 by pin for the leaping thrusting lariat. A 56 minus, C minus. Brian Pillman seen off his game, and that's quality and the colour come together match a boost. Pillman 56, Jarrett 46. And no work of improvements. In a pre-show bout, I've had good wrestling and D-slash the crowd. The Ultimate Warrior defeated Vader by pin for the big splash. The announced quality and the colour come together match a boost. Vader 59, Ultimate Warrior 47. Ultimate Warrior improving in Rumble, which is nice to see. I think, the Ultimate Warrior is going to be a major player for us. And if not, that's what I want him to be. I'm going to make him a major player if not. Simply put, he is my future star. 59C, I'm not complaining. A 66C plus in a pre-show bout, I've had decent reaction from the crowd. Dutch Mantel defeated Sting in 1504 by pinfall. And Mantel has won the United States AWA United States Championship. Dutch Mantel debuted as Cowboy Gimmick, got shown the colour conjugated match of boost. Mantel 64, Sting at 54, no work improvements. That is going to play in another storyline we're going to start doing after, for the next couple of months, as you'll find out next week. So Truly goes out and he goes, I know, me and Arn are in a fatal 4-way, but tonight I've got a message for him. You want to say I killed the 4 horsemen, that was you, Arn. That was you, Arn. You see, these awesome fans deserve the truth. You wanted to come here like me, but you wanted to leave Jim Crockett Promotions contracts. So we did. Here we are, no more Ric Flair, no more Four Horsemen. It died when we left JCP. On goes, shut up. Truly, you followed me, and you should have stuck with me. You should have supported me like I would have for you. But instead you got these stupid fans on your side. You see, coming up soon, we got the event Turning Point. Arn versus Truly in a match. Whatever you want, Arn, but make sure there's no rules so I can destroy you. See you later, punk. So, we've got our first Turning Point match being confirmed. It's going to be on the 2nd of August. It's going to be Arn Anderson in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I don't know if these were common in independent companies at this time or not, but it'll be Arn Anderson, Taylor and Trudy Blanchard. The reason I've got kind of a bigger roster now is because of the TV. I haven't got any matches booked for next week on tonight's show, but I will have matches booked before then. In a decent match, Eddie Guerrero and Bob Holly defeated Chris Benoit and Yokozuna in 7:49 when Bob Holly defeated Yokozuna by pinfall flying leg drop. In 53C-, Chris Benoit carried the match in terms of ring performance. Chris Benoit was getting better. He was getting announced quality in the colour come together the match of boost. Bob Holly 42, Eddie Guerrero 44, Yokozuna 37, Benoit 58. No work improvements. And above a good wrestling, decent match of the card. The Undertaker defeated Owen Hart in 8:26 by pinfall the chokeslam. Paul Bear did good work at ringside and the announced quality and the colour come together match of boost. Owen Hart 65, The Undertaker 41. The Undertaker improving in performance skills, a 61C. Not bad, actually. I think that's quite good. A 79B as Larry Zbyszko's in the back and debuted his old school here. It's got to show great. He also did a massive job of improvising because he asked to be improvised. So we've done that. And he comes out and he goes, here I am. In a new company, more loser fans to wrestle in front of. You see, this company is a growing force and these fans need someone show them respect, which they do not have. So, get my opponent in this ring so I can kick their ass. And that match gets a 71C+. In about that, good wrestling, great wrestling, and good heat. Larry Zbyszko defeated Steven Regal in 7:31 by pinfall shoulder breaker. 71C+. Larry Zbyszko and Steven Regal have great chemistry, which is a good guess. Larry Zbyszko 76, Steven Regal 52, no work improvements. Next up is a Fatal 4, which gets a 65C. In a battle that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Truly Blanchard defeated Lex Luger, Kendo Nagasaki and Arn Anderson 7:21 when Truly Blanchard defeated Kendo Nagasaki with a slingshot suplex. In terms of ring work, Truly Blanchard then shoulders with everyone else. Kendo Nagasaki was the weak link. Nice quality in the colour come together match boost. Arn 62, Lex 54, Kendo 35, Truly Blanchard 71. Lex improving around all the Four Horsemen storyline. The Four Horsemen split storylines advance for this segment. We see Sergeant Slaughter. I don't know why it says interview. It's meant to be a video package. I did the wrong thing. My bad. Gets a 75B-, which is better than their original, first match. In an exceptional match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Scott Hall in 15:24 by pinfall. Slaughter makes defense number 2 of his AAW Championship. No work improvements. Hall 62, Slaughter 74, 75B-. After the match, Slaughter celebrating his victory and Bret Hart runs in and attacks him, and it's now being confirmed for Turning Point that Bret will face Sergeant Slaughter for that championship at that pay-per-view. Also at that event, we'll announce this match for next week. In an exceptional post-show match, Bret Hart defeated Kurt Hennig in 15-12 by pinfall. Kurt Hennig debuts Ego Maniac gimmick. It's got to show it great. Hennig 75, Hart 84. No work improvements. So at Turning Point, Larry Zbyszko, our new, is going to be taking on Kurt Hennig. That's been confirmed. And Sting will get his rematch at that pay-per-view against Dutch Mantel for the championship for the United States title. But next week on Full Throttle TV, Mantel will be taking on in action. You'll get to see in the main event a 6-man tag. So this will be your main event of the night for Full Throttle Mayhem next week. It'll be the team of Bret Hart, Larry Zbyszko, and Truly taking on the Arn taking on the team of Kurt Hennig, Sergeant Slaughter, and Truly Blanchard. Laser Biscuit versus. It's going to be a night of tag team matches, I think. Dutch Mantel is going to be teaming up with The Undertaker to take on the team of the Fan Ultimate Warrior and Sting. Two people who used to tag. I can't remember what the name was, but there you go. There's your second match of the night. Lex Luger will be in action as he meets Scott Hall. And Owen Hart will be in action against Chris Benoit. That's everything. The 4 matches you're going to get to see, and so much more next week on television. The Kerning debuts on the pre-show. So we get 73B minus, increases our popularity in 11 regions. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week with the Go Home Before Turning Point. I do believe it's the Go Home show next week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week for another Full Throttle. Hey guys, welcome back. It's now time to put that car in full gear as we hit full throttle live in front of 400 people at the Guzoo Indoor Sport Arena in New York City, baby. And Yokozuna defeats Steven Regal in our first match of the night on the pre-show, in a decent pre-show match, in 13:01 by pinfall with a bonsai drop. And Yokozuna's getting better because he didn't complain about him looking tired near the end, so that's quality in the colour comp to give the match a boost. Regal 51, Zuna 32, and he's improving in Rumble. But a nice little pre-show match. We move on tonight. In a pre-show battle, had good wrestling, D-Smash the crowd. Vader defeated Brian Pillman in 11:40 by pinfall the powerbomb. Now it's quality in the colour comp to give the match a boost. Pillman 62, Vader 53, 63C, no worker improvements. And a decent pre-show match, Eddie Guerrero defeated Kendo Nagasaki in 15:28 by pinfall the frog splash. Eddie Guerrero's getting better, his gimmick can announce quality in the colour comp to give the match a boost. Eddie Guerrero 55, Kendo Nagasaki 31, no work appearance. He is getting near the end retirement age, so Sting comes down to the ring, and to open up tonight with 60C. Why hasn't it advanced the storyline? We'll work that out later. In the match you did not see on SPN, I lost my championship. I lost it to a cowboy, Dutch Mantel, in his debut. I let my guard down and let you fans down. You see, this comes true, so I'm going to get my rematch. At Turning Point, I will get my rematch. Dutch goes out and goes, "Don't this look good on me?" Pointing at the belt. I could not come here and lose, Sting. I had to win, and I did. You see, this is a growing promotion, and every week we're gaining fans, okay? Sorry, stupid fans. Now, at Turning Point, I'm going to take you down a peg live on SPN. You see, Jesse runs this place with a hard fist, and he's made a rematch. But we're live right now. Should we get our partners out here and open with a bang? So yeah, we are now going officially, instead of being pre-taped show on Saturday nights, we are going live every week, and we open up with 60C. In above added good wrestling and decent crowd, the Ultimate Warrior and Sting defeated Dutch Mantel and The Undertaker in 8:15 when the Ultimate Warrior defeated Dutch Mantel by pinfall with a big splash. Ultimate Warrior is really off his game. Sting is getting better at his gimmick. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. Now's quality in the colour comp gave the match a boost. Sting 57, Warrior 47, Taker 46, Mantel 61. Ultimate Warrior improving in Technical, a 60C, not bad at all. We're heading to our second match of the night, I do believe. Obviously I didn't click the next button. I guess 63C, and about had great wrestling and decent match in the crowd. Owen Hart defeated Chris Benoit in 7:38 by pinfall. The announced quality in the colour conjugated the match a boost. Benoit 58, Owen Hart 59. No work improvements of 63C. 72B for Bret Hart in the back, and he goes, I'm going to kick ass and win my match at Turning Point. I'm going to be champion. You see, I don't care if we're live tonight. I'm going to show you what I can do in the 6-man tag match, where I will be the standout, as always. No improvements, but the storyline's advanced with the segment. A 72B, nice. In a decent match, Jeff Jarrett defeated Bob Holly in 7:55 by pinfall. The announced quality in the colour conjugated the match a boost. Bob Holly 42, Jarrett 42. Bob Holly improving and flying. A 45D, our worst match of the night. Well done, guys. In a good match, Scott Hall defeated Lex Luger by pinfall the Razor's Edge. The announced quality in the colour conjugated the match a boost to 61C. Scott Hall 57, Luger 57, no work improvements. And then we see Arn in the back and he goes, this Tuesday will not be a wrestling match. This will be a fight. I'm going to kill you. This is not going to be pretty, it's going to be brutal. See you in the main event, truly. So the main event is next, a 63C from Arn. And the main event gets us a, hopefully, at least a B. Okay, a 69C plus. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It did better than it did worse than I thought it was going to do. But there we go, 69C plus. In an exceptional match, Arn Anderson, Larry Zbyszko, Bret Hart defeated Slaughter, Sergeant Slaughter, Kurt Hennig, and Truly Blanchard in 15:43, and Bret Hart defeated Kurt Hennig by pinfall. Kurt Hennig's getting better his gimmick. Bret Hart 75, Larry Zbyszko 64. Arn Anderson 61, Truly 69, Kurt Hennig 71, Sergeant Slaughter 69, the Four Horsemen split and the AAW Championship title thanks to the segment. Bret Hall improving in Rumble. And that's how we close off the Go Home show tonight. With 65C, you used Eddie Guerrero far too much on the show, but we increased our popularity in 11 regions. Hey! So guys, I'll see you this coming Tuesday with our next live event, Turning Point. It's going to be live, and then we'll go for a review after that, see how everyone's improving. But I'll see you guys at Turning Point. Thank you for watching. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Turning Point. We're going to run through Turning Point, then we're going to have a look at how the company's evolving. We'll have a look at all of the wrestlers and how they're improving, including the new stars. But we have got an announcement tonight. So Jim Ross, welcome to Turning Point Live on ESPN. The past week on Fully Loaded have been explosive, but Jesse, you've got some news. It just goes, Larry Zbyszko signed an exclusive deal with the AAW. So he's no longer on contract with us, but we have a very hated replacement here tonight. We're opening up with this match. Let's get underway. He doesn't mean, I don't know why we're opening up with, I don't know why it says this match. We're opening up with a great match, is meant to say. Which is a 55C minus in a decent match. Brian Pillman defeated Kendo Nagasaki and Mankind when Brian Pillman defeated Kendo Nagasaki by pinfall the leaping thrust lariat. A 56C minus. In terms of ring work, Pillman was head and shoulders above everyone else. Nagasaki is a weak link. Mankind has debuted his Psycho gimmick. It's got initial rating of great. Mankind is getting better his gimmick. Now its quality lifted the match. The colour conjugated the match a boost. Kendo Nagasaki 38, Pillman 60, Kind 49, and he's improving and flying. 400 people again at the Guzu Indoor Sports Bar. There isn't a 450 seated arena in the game, so we'll go with that. In about very good wrestling and decent wrestling of the crowd, Chris Benoit defeated Owen Hart in 11:26 by pinfall the Dragon Suplex. 62C. Owen Hart was really off his game. He's getting better with his gimmick. The announced quality and the colour conjugated the match a boost. Benoit 60, Owen 52. No worker improvements, but a good little match from those guys. Definitely going to be better. In above, I had great wrestling and decent match from the crowd. Dutch Mantel defeated Sting in 15:28 by pinfall a handful of tights. Mantel makes defense number 1 of his AWA United States Championship. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Sting 55, Mantel 65. No work improvements. Our next event will be Bound for Glory, which will be our WrestleMania. So that will be happening next month. So be ready for that. In a decent match, Eddie Guerrero defeated Vader in 8:12 by pinfall the Frog Splash of 50D+. Announced quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Eddie Guerrero 47, Vader 56. Vader improving in performance, which is not bad. In the next 3 and short match, Yokozuna defeated Taz in 4 minutes 44 by pinfall the leg drop. The announced quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Taz 34, Yokozuna 36, no work improvements of 42D. We're trying to build this guy up. In a decent match, Regal defeated Tony Piccone in 7:42. Tony Piccone was really off his game. The announced quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Tony Piccone 7:27, Regal 42, 40D minus. Those two were just brought in for one night only to help with popularity and stuff. In a decent match, Lex Luger pins The Undertaker in 12:07, the first loss for The Undertaker in a singles match. And Paul Bear did good work at ringside. The announced quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Luger 57, Undertaker 47. Undertaker proving performance, so is Lex Luger. That's nice. A 58C minus. Not a bad match. In a decent match, Jeff Jarrett defeated Bob Holly in 14:49 by pinfall. Jeff Jarrett seemed off his game. Nice quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Holly 42, Jarrett 41, no work on a 45D. A 71C plus in an exceptional match. Arn Anderson defeated Truly Blanchard in a 1v1 Falls Count Anywhere match in 15:28 by pinfall. Arn Anderson 64, and Truly a 70, no work improvements. If they complain about it being hardcore, I'm going to be like, I don't care. No, they didn't. Nice. And above had good wrestling and decent match from the crowd. Scott Hall defeated Ultimate Warrior in 15:03 by pinfall the Razor's Edge. That's quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Scott Hall 63, the Ultimate Warrior 43, no work or improvements but a 60C. And your replacement tonight is Jerry the King Lawler. And he gets a 70C plus in an exceptional match. Kurt Hennig defeated Jerry Lawler in 20:09 by pinfall the Hennig Plex. Jerry Lawler debuted his old school heel gimmick. It's going to show an above average. Jerry Lawler 89, Kurt Hennig 75. No work or improvements but a 70C plus. 63 hypes up our main event with the video package. Gets an 80B in an exceptional match. Sergeant Slaughter defeated Bret Hart in 24:55 by pinfall. Sergeant Slaughter makes defense number 3 of his AAW Championship. Bret Hart 84, Sergeant Slaughter 67, no work or improvements. And we end tonight's show with that match there, giving us a 75B overall. So yeah, Larry Zbyszko joined AWA on his own accord, so that's happened. I will see you guys live with the main title screen very soon, where we'll run through the wrestlers, see who's improving where, and what is going on in the world of wrestling. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you at the main title screen. Hey guys, welcome back to the main title screen. At least my voice isn't going to die this time. I really need to clean this folder out because these are all on a dongle and it was uploaded last night. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of TNA. I enjoyed making it, and I'm going to be doing TNA again before I do Ring of Fire again, because I think we need to get dates sorted out. So last night we were the best promotion out there. 75B minus, 8,000 people viewed it with a 0.1 on TV. That was Turning Point. Let's ignore Dutch Mantel's opinion. I think he's quite a good worker, thank you. He's improving a lot, thank you. Sonny Sinclair, Jim Crockett. No wonder it was UK promotions. If you don't know what this is, it's a WrestleMania 3 banner for what the WrestleMania of the year. This, when we're doing the storyline. So, and I can't get my bottom bar up, so you're gonna have to deal with that for now, I'm afraid. I'll work that on a bit. That worked. Just reset it. There we go. So yeah, let's have a look. Shall we start off with having a look in the world before we do my company? So in the World Wrestling Federation, they've been doing quite well. I'll have a look at. So their Intercontinental Champion is Randy Savage. The winner of the King of the Ring this year was Paul Orndorff. The Women's Champion is the Fabulous Moolah. Hulk Hogan, of course, is your World Champion, and your Tag Team Champions are Brian Blair and Jim Bonzell. Because of course Brett left the company to join us. He was on an exclusive pay-per-view appearance with the company, and he agreed to do it. So they have 59 active wrestlers. Their most popular stars are Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat. So the best events: Saturday night's main event, April card, and WrestleMania. King of the Ring, June, May, Superstars. So we're gonna have a quick look at the history. We're gonna have a quick look at some of the bigger events. So we're not gonna look at the super cards because I'm not interested in them. We'll have a quick look at WrestleMania. That's Saturday night main event. XI, as you can see, I got a 90A. WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant. Savage defeated Magnificent Morocco. Fabulous Mooner defeated Velvet McIntyre. Tina Samoto defeated Demolition Axe. Jim Duggan defeated Haku. The Hart Foundation defeated the Killer Bees to retain the tag titles. The Bulldogs defeated the Rugu Brothers. Paul Romero defeated Demolition Smash. Coco Bavare defeated Jimmy Jack Funk. The Wild Simones defeated Can-Am Connection. In the pre-show, Jim Powers defeated Lanny Poffo, and then so that was one of the interesting things I got a bit confused with. But that was WrestleMania. Who else have we got? Who's number 2? Jimmy Crockett Promotions, I don't know. Now, there is a feud going on between these two because WWF tried to do an angle where they hired all the fans, which I've never seen before, hired a load of fans to go to the show and hold signs up, and it failed. So the last people to win it was Dusty Rhodes and Nikolai Koloff. The United States champion is Nikolai Koloff. United States Tag Team Champions are Ron Given and Barry Windham. World Heavyweight Champion, of course, is Ric Flair. World Junior Heavyweight is Denny Brown. Ricky Morton, Ron Given, and Jimmy Garvin are the 6 World Tag Team Champions. So that NWA 6 Tag Team Champions. NWA World Tag Team Champions are Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude. World Television is Warlord, and World Women's is Tony Ross. Now, touring the company, we know that Ric Flair's name is going to be up here on this side. So they have 57 active wrestlers. The most popular stars are the NWA champion Jerry Lawler, Dusty Rhodes, and Nikolai Koloff and Bobby Eaton, who's a top quality brawler. Now, the fact is that isn't correct because I know for a fact that Jerry Lawler is only here. Yeah, he's only here on loan, so hey ho. Joint promotions. We'll have a quick look at New Japan. I'm not even going to try and pronounce any of the names. We're just going to have a quick look at who the champion is. Steve Williams. I think I can pronounce his name because I think he's American. Yeah, he's on a main event deal. But he's quite popular out in Japan with 60s, so no surprise there. Junior Tag Team Champion is Shuhei Kashumika. Tatsumir Fujima and Kendo Kamina. Super Junior Tag, and then the Super Grand League I don't think have happened. The other company, I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names, is All Japan. I'm just going to have a quick look at that. I'm not going to look at their top players. We're just going to have a Super Strong Machine and Ashihaya. Masubu Fushi. Jumbo Turitsa. Guneko Tanira and Jumbo Turitsa. Juniko Teruya, Rick Kushu, and Yoko Yatsu and Rick Kazu. He looks like a browner version of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Not being racist, if anyone tells me. I'm not going to go through all the companies because it would be here all day. I've gone through the main ones. We're going to have a quick look at the American Wrestling Association, who have nicked Larry Zbyszko offers. I'm not joking, they have literally signed him to a written deal. Where is he? Yeah. He hasn't left yet. We kind of released him because I was a bit annoyed. Which I should be. Nick Bockwinkel is your AWA World Heavyweight Champion. World Lightweight Champion has been vacated. World Tag Team Champion is Dennis Condine and Randy Wass. And World Women's is Sherry Martel. Touring this company, I know that Larry Zbyszko is Gonye's Pet Dinosaur. So Jimmy Snooker, Bockwinkel, Sergeant Slaughter, Sherry Martel, and Larry Zbyszko. I know that Sergeant Slaughter is going to be leaving the company very soon. He has denied a contract because he didn't want to leave us. I think. I don't know. He said he didn't want to re-sign with him, so he's leaving. So, our roster is quite small. I know that it's bigger than what I possibly need. I've got 23 active wrestlers and I need 16. So we are a small little company. Now, I'm not... So we're going to have a look at our wrestlers. We're going to have a look at their popularity. So he only works for us. This is a main eventer. Alanson is a main eventer. As you can see, he's got 60s and 77 in Southeast. But in the tri-state area where we're based, he's got 58 seeing. You can see that when we started the game, he was 45. He's gone up slowly and nicely. As for skills, no improvements as such. There's some improvements in aerial and flashiness. I'm not really interested in performance. As you can see, that's definitely improving, but all this improves over time. So we'll let that go on. But yeah, so he's improving quite nicely. He's going to become quite a big star for us. These are the people we want to pay attention to more than those sort of people. So Bob Holly is, as you can see, his popularity is crap across the board. He's not known. But as you can see, we've took him from a 0 when we signed him to a 20E-. That shows you the power of this company right now on SPM. As you track his progress, you can see a 58C, 36, 49... 25, 28. So he is improving in every, he's improving slowly but surely in every area, and he only works for us, which is good. Bret Hart, who was on a written deal, he has become a major player. We have improved his popularity. He's got 60s across the board. As you can see, when we brought him in, he did have a 65C, but we've now got him to a 66C plus. And I don't really haven't paid much attention to this, but you can see he's improving, quite well in all of these areas, which are quite important to be a star. But I don't think you can improve in stamina, and I don't think you can improve in resilience any much more. But he's been a star. He's going to be a main player for us. Brian Pillman, someone who keeps jumping from lower mid card to opener in the game. He's been doing quite well. We're going to track his progress for this. As you can see, he's improving. Him, brawling, Pariso, hardcore, chain wrestling, mat wrestling. He's very good at flying stuff. So yeah, he's improving across the board. His popularity, as you can see, is not very good. Another one of those guys is more popular over in Canada, but we're not shown to Canada, so that's going to drop, I think, or stay there. But as you can see, when we brought him in, he got 15F+. We've got him to a 20E-. He did drop a bit here to a 13, but we've got him back to a 23 now. He is, so definitely going to be becoming a major player. Benoit, a name that you shouldn't mention. Skills, he's definitely got skills, no doubt about it. And as you can see, quite surprising, no improvements from Ben. Improvements in aerial and flashiness, but apart from that, no improvements on the in-ring side of things. Popularity, I know for a fact, is going to be growing. As you can see, he's very popular in Japan, very popular in certain areas of Canada. But as you can see, a 7F, he's got him to a 19E-, and he's now a 22E-, so he's definitely going up in the world. Kurt Hennig, relatively new to the roster. I thought because we've now got a TV show, we're going to have to get people to watch the show. Let's bring in Kurt Hennig. Especially people from the Midwest are going to want to watch it. As you can see, he was 30, he's now 46 in the tri-states. Which is why he's, an upper mid-carder, because he's not very well known. But as you can see, his progress in in-ring stuff has improved in brawling. It's not so much purists, not so much hardcore, but chain wrestling and mat wrestling and submission is brilliant in. I think we could do something good with him. And Martel, now Dutch Mantel, as you know, won the United States title. He is a part of the CCW as an upper mid-carder as well. He wasn't very popular when I brought him in, so I thought I'd throw the belt on him to get him back up. He's a 40D, he hasn't improved at all. Did I just see an improvement? So yeah, he's a 40D, he's now a 43D, so he's gone up 3%. I think that was because of the pay-per-view. But as you can see, his progress, he's not very good at all. He's a very good brawler, but he's not very good anywhere else, so he's going to have to pick up some improvements. But he's on contract with us for quite a while, so we'll see how he gets on. Eddie Guerrero. You see, now he's working with EMML, so he should be picking up some improvements across. As you can see, he's improved in brawling, he's improved in press, he's improved in hardcore, definitely in chain wrestling, mat wrestling as well, submission, aerial, not so much, flashiness, yeah, he's got some improvements. So he's definitely improving, and he's not improving as much for us, so I think he's improving more in EMML. But as you can see, he's a 24 E in the Tri-States now. When we brought him in, he was a F-. So you see the work we're doing, and it's going to take a good long time to build these guys up. We're not interested in Grizzly Smith, he's just our road agent. Jeff Jarrett, double J, J-E-F-F. I'm not even going to bother. 44D in the southeast, because that's where he lives. But as you can see, when we brought him in the Tri-State, he was getting a bit of popularity, but we've jumped him a bit to a 19E-. He's a 21 at the moment. So he's doing quite well. Brawling 54, Press 30. He's gone improved across certain areas. So as long as they keep improving in those areas, we've got. He's on, and also in the CWA / AWA is a part of the tag team titles. Who's he holding that with then? Should we have a quick look? Title history with Pat. Current holder, he's holding it with Billy Joe Travis. Okay, Jerry Lawler, one of our biggest stars. He's up there with Silent Slot. As you can see, he's got an 82B across the board. I was quite surprised when he signed with us, but he now won't re-sign with us. But I don't know. He was a 60 when he signed with us, and he got to an 82B. I had him in the wings for about a couple of weeks. I was waiting, But as you can see, he hasn't improved. He hasn't had time to improve because he's only just started working for us. But we'll see how he gets on. We'll leave him to get on. There's the owner, Jesse Ventura. There's you can. Now Nagasaki, I'm not even going to bother saying he's going to improve. He's 40 as a 22-year pro. His popularity, as you can see, is a 21E-. And he was a 12, and we've got him up to an E-. I'm not going to worry too much about Kendo as far as he can, sadly retire now. He's not going to improve much, but you see, he's not improving. He's dropping in skills. So the reason being is he's past his prime. He's getting into retirement age, getting ready for retirement. So I don't think you're going to see a lot of improvements from Kendo Nagasaki. I think you're going to see more of retirement improvements. He's going to get worse in the ring as he gets older. Luger. I'm going to do popularity first for Luger. As you can see, we brought him in at a 42. We got him to 49 now. And also he's got a big thing because he's the first man to pin an Undertaker. But he's not very good in ring. And this is the problem with Lex Luger. He's not very good in ring. See, but he's improving. And that's what I need. If you're going to be a star, I need in-ring as well as... Because we're rated on popularity and in-ring skills. Mankind. I'm not going to expect a lot from Mankind. But as you can see, we've hired him now. He's a 19E-. He was a 16. So just that one appearance in the Triple Threat match has given him some popularity. But I've hired him and I'm hoping for the best. 70C. He's got some improvements, which is nice because he is working in AWA as Cactus Jack. My man Owen Hart, he's 22. He's 3 years. He's only been working 3 years in the business, so he's still got a lot of time to grow. But as you can see, he's been improving across the board for us. He's a beautiful worker, beautiful to have on the roster as well. And as you can see, the 20E- in popularity. And he was a 15 when we hired him. So, that's why he was up there in the main event scene. But, he's doing well. Paul Bearer, Randy Anderson is our referee. Scott Hall. The man I'm pushing to the moon. As many people can see. So, he got a 25, 26, 22, 23, 27. He's now 35E+. He is going to be pushed until he gets up there. But... he's not very good in ring, but he has been improving in areas, which is what we need. I don't think Scott Hall was a sinking ship. Scott Hall's our main man, the face that runs the place, so to speak, off The man that's carrying the company on his shoulders, and please don't sign with AAW and leave. There's 68 C+. He's dropped, but he's now a 67. I don't know why he's dropping. But I don't think Sergeant Slaughter is going to improve much now. 69, 40, 41, 31. He's improved there. But I don't think he's going to improve much else. He's a 38, so he's 13-year pro, so he might improve a bit more. Shawn Michaels, 22 years old, sadly is injured at the moment. So, since we've had him, he's of course stuck in popularity because, he's injured. But he's gone from a 30 to a 36D over the course of the time in the game. He'll get in a massive push and a feud, hopefully, when he comes back. But he's improved in brawling, he's improved in hardcore, he's improved in purists. He's improved across the board, so I'm very proud of Shawn Michaels. Someone to watch. Steven Regal, our other UK star, brought in to feud with Kendo Nagasaki, and he did a good job of it. But as you can see, his popularity is a 20 minus. He's more popular, but he went from a 2 F2 to a 20, so I'm not complaining. We just need to keep him. We need to keep bringing in brawling, purist, hardcore, aerial and flashness. Definitely improved in aerial. So yeah, he's improving. We just need to keep pushing him and getting his popularity up and making him to be our star. But he's improving probably in AWA as well. Sting. Not the Phantom Sting, which is another reason why I gave up on Global Force, because it was just getting ridiculous. 10 to 27E, not bad. He's now a 29. Sting has definitely got some power in him, and I think he's going to be 58, 49, 47, 45, 47, 56. Not bad at all. The Ultimate Warrior. Oh, yeah. Or the Warrior, or Joe, whatever you want to call him. He's been, as you can see, he's up there, but he's not got good ring skills, but he is improving. So we're just going to keep letting him improve slowly over time, and hopefully become good. But he's a 30E plus, which is why I let Scott Hall go over him. The Undertaker's the same. We have been pushing the Undertaker, aka Texas Red, quite hard since we brought him in at the second show, as you can see. He's 20E minus now. But, his skills need to improve. And we're going to let him improve. He's not got very good in-ring skills. But as you see, he's improving slowly and surely. And Texas Red, I think, has had... see Lex Luger defeated Undertaker more. See, the last time he appeared as Texas Reg was that one, which is week 4 June. We're now in August. Oh no, he appeared he appeared at week 4 of July. But he's, we've tried to make him appear as often as possible to help him. But you see, we'll see what happens. Julie Blanchard, one of our guys in one of our major storylines, which is the breakup of the Horsemen, which is a bit of a fun for me to do. He's got 59C. As you can see, he's improved and he's getting more popular over there. He's dropped a bit because he obviously lost that match, I think. He's one of the founding men of the Horsemen as well, so I didn't realise that. 76, 45, 68, 50, 60. Some improvement here and here, but no improvement anywhere else. I don't think he really needs it. One of our big men, Vader. It's time. It's time. It's Vader. Time. Anyway. Great Lakes. Where's Tri-State? So, yeah, he's not gone up very much at all, really. Dropped and then gone up again, but he's on now 26E. I mean, that's just the way we're using. We're not utilising him because all we're trying to do with these younger talents at the moment is get this to be as good as it can be for them so that we can utilise them. Yokozuna. Now, this is the guy that everybody, I think, is going to be annoyed about me hiring just because it's Yokozuna. But as you can see, he's brilliant at brawling. He's brilliant at purists. You see he's improving in hardcore. He's improving in chain. He's improving in mat. He's improving in submission. He's improving in air and flashness. He is improving. And people are going, oh, he needs to learn to do this. He needs to learn to do that. He's learning. Yes, he ain't got the popularity. He's a 21E. But we're going to utilise this guy. He's improving. He's going to become a star player for us. A star player. So, according to the titles as it stands, we've got Sergeant Slaughter, which has got 100 star. And then the United States has got 71C plus with Dutch Mantel. We're going to go to our creative meeting. So Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and Sergeant Slaughter are franchise players. So these are the people who are most clearly associated with All Action Wrestling. Next big things are Jeff Jarrett, Sting, Undertaker, Scott Hall, and Benoit. Hot prospects are the younger members of the roster who feel the future stars. So you got Jeff Jarrett, The Undertaker, Sting, Guerrero, and Pillman. Talk the Talk is Jesse, Lawler, Sergeant, Warrior, and Paul Bearer. Showstoppers are Bret Hart, Sting, Hennig, Brian Pillman, Jerry Lawler. Ring Generals are Bret Hart, Hennig, Jerry Lawler, Arn Anderson, Truly. Who's Hot? Arn Anderson, Sting, Slaughter, Hall, and Undertaker. Who's Not So Hot? Bobby Holly, Lawler, Vader, Blanchard, and Owen Hart. Kendo Nakasaki. He's losing a battle. He's 40 years old. He's probably 3 or 4 years best he's passed, and isn't getting any younger. So we'll just keep him on. You know, we'll utilise him in America. And when he retires, he will definitely be going into the All Action Hall of Fame. Larry Zbyszko will never be allowed to go in there unless he comes back and works for us at some point in the future. Because he messed up my card. So these are people that the company think are hidden gems, and I am not going to hire any of them, but I'm just going to keep an eye on them. 23, Brian Adams. Norman Smiley, Ken West, Jason Knight, and David Suljak. So yeah, that's the company as it stands. We've got quite a bit of money behind us. We're the 16th richest company in the world. As you can see, Jesse Ventura is the owner and booker. All Action currently have 24 wrestlers. The most popular stars are Jerry Lawler, the reigning AAW champion, Sergeant Slaughter, Bret Hart, who's still quality, Arn Anderson is master on the front, and Trudy Bransford from the Vastic Foam. So yeah, we're going to schedule it in now. Your next event will be AWA, which will be 3 hours instead of 2 hours. What have we been doing? We've been doing 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we'll do 3 hours. We're going to number these as, or numerals these as 1. I hate that you're enjoying All Action Wrestling. I think this is more fun because we've been using a lot of TNA pay-per-view names. There we go. Oh, no, close. Thank you. So this is All Action Wrestling bound for. Now, anyone who says Bound for Glory was shit, I'm gonna kill, because I thought Bound for Glory was it wasn't a WrestleMania show as it should have been, but it was a good show nonetheless. Season finale, yep. There we go. So that's your next event I set for this week. Let's change that quickly before it makes me do it. Tuesday, August 2nd, September. Save and exit. So get ready for Bound for Glory. AWA full throttle tonight. I'm going to skip to that show and get the venue booked. I'll see you guys with the next episode. It's not going to be Ring of Fire. It's going to be TNA. Ring of Fire will be in the middle. So it'll be TNA, Ring of Fire, AWA. Each, and that's how it will always be from this point forward. So TNA, I will be taping after this. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you again very soon on the JJR 2707 channel.